name is Riley Miller. I am 25 years young, and I am the Communications Coordinator for the Students' Union at the University of Lethbridge. And by night, I am also a DJ. I go by Millz Skillz, and I run my own business, Millz Skillz Incorporated. I first found myself interested in music like anybody growing up when I bought an iPod, and I finally started getting a collection of songs. I started off as a metalhead and listened to a bunch of aggressive songs. And then when I came to university here, my roommate at the time, he was all I can quote him as, a techno hippie, and slowly adopted music like dubstep and electronic dance music, and since then went from DJing house parties into DJing bars. With the new media career, I was very interested in designing, and I slowly gravitated to making posters and working with companies doing their event posters and branding. And then also here on campus, I was in the resident students program, and so hosting a lot of events. My new media background came in to help that. So from there, I was able to do the whole promoting thing that comes along with hosting your own events and making things happen. And so it's grown on me, and being a event organizer is something I like to do on a daily if I can make it financially feasible. Preferred genre is anything but country, but I play everything pretty much. It's mostly for the crowd in most cases. If it's just my Millz brand that I'm doing, if I'm booked for a festival or something, I mostly play trap music and like mid-tempo bass, a lot of just like aggressive beats. But around town in Lethbridge, there's not a consistent scene for electronic music. There is a scene, but it's in small shows with friends for the most part, and so the feasible gigs would be like Hudson's that I DJ at, and that's the whole gamut. So going into the new media program with an open mind, not really knowing what I wanted to do, I came with the idea that I was going to be a game designer, and found out that was way too hard, too much math, and wasn't interested in it. And so through the guidance of the professors and things like bringing us down to South by Southwest on awesome student trips, meeting tons of people, like trial and error on programs that work well for me. I think it's streamlined a process of frustration that comes with trying to be a designer and figuring out what you need to do and what you need to use. I would say my first show, apart from a house party, would be with the resident students in one of their cabarets back like October 20th, 24th, something like that in 2011. And that was a train wreck. So it went off without a hitch. I feel like most people listening wouldn't have noticed the difference, but it was just me on a table on the like ground level with a couple of lights I got from Long McQuaid and just a basic PA system that I set up, using virtual DJ with a mouse clicking away and transitioning songs. It was nerve-wracking for a first show, intimidating definitely because I was the only person running it, and a learning experience for myself. For Fresh Fest, I mean, I was just one part of a team, and each year the student affairs is the head coordinator, and so they oversee the whole dream team that is Fresh Fest. And by being the part that I was, it was the marketing coordinator, talent liaison, and sponsorship coordinator. It's a big role for sure. This year I saw the first time ever selling out over the summer in advance before the event even started, which is a huge milestone for us as we've been snowballing this series of sellouts for the past 3 years, me working with it. And so it's just, I think it's a reflection of being able to book awesome talent and bringing on people that the students really want to see, because I mean, for the most part, the top name that we have at the Fresh Fest Jamboree is what sells it. And so by being able to bring in these big name artists in town, then that has given us a leg up for these past 3 years. We've been working with this entertainment group Blueprint, and working closely with their team and helping contact agencies with a set budget in mind, and a wish list on acts, an idea on how to do artist advances appropriately, keeping it as streamlined as possible and leaving no room for inflated costs that can lower the chances of being able to book somebody. Mother, Dragonette, and Lights in the past, like, it was awesome. Bringing them down, they're super humble, and they put on an amazing show. Those are the kind of bands that we want to have on campus. It makes no sense not to have bands that give it their all and everybody wants to see a great show. And so by working with those bands, like, they've been incredible, like extremely easy to work with, and it put on a fantastically memorable performance. In today's society, labels are still ultra present, and when it comes to being a successful artist, it's not necessarily the label that makes you, but if you can build yourself to a point of notoriety to get noticed by a label that you kind of gravitate towards. Say if you're a musician and a specific label carries a roster of artists that you listen to and relate to and kind of not necessarily conform with but gravitate towards, it would make sense to try pitching to that label and try to put yourself in the social circles that make up that label, because by gravitating yourself towards successful people, you make yourself more successful. And in terms of being around like-minded individuals, you can only develop yourself further. And so that would be my one tip. My other tip would be by trying to focus on making a living as an artist, there are opportunities to monetize your content online nowadays, but it's a fraction of what it should be, and that's just based on ads. And if it's seen as a cash grab, you're not authentic. So my advice would then be, like, make sure your content's free, make sure your content's available, but like you're accepting those social currencies like subscribing, collecting emails, like building your current database of followers so you can achieve that 1,000 true fans, where you have 1,000 fans that will come out to see all of your shows, buy all of your merchandise, and then that is how you can make a living as an artist. That's actually the 1,000 true fans theory. My other one would be looking into this character named Booty. He does a lot of artist management, self-management, marketing techniques, and a lot of key strategies that are known in the industry by being in the industry. And so if you're gravitating into it, this is the best entry level to advanced expert level step-by-step guide you can get your hands on. Absolutely. And he has a book called The SoundCloud Bible, and if you Google that, it's all over the internet. No. But my spirit animal is a panda. Raising your eyebrows. You can tell by how white I'm going. Thank you for listening. Be sure to follow and watch flagshipmedia.ca more. Like all their crap. And kirkmorrisonmedia.com as well. They're two excellent pages, and I can't thank them enough for having me on. And thank you for watching.